Let's continue, and this time we're gonna be using the UseEffect. So first of all, npm run dev, so we can open both Visual Studio Code and the front end and the back end. And here we're gonna be using the hook. So UseEffect is a React hook that lets you synchronize a component with an external system. So they give us this example. So import UseEffect uses the UseEffect that since we were doing it in previous videos. So here UseEffect, then we open parentheses, we have an error function, so localhost 3000 is running right here, that's fine. We also were gonna have the UseNavigate that returns a function that lets you navigate programmatically in the browser in response to user interactions or effects. And finally, the UseDispatch. This hook returns a reference to the dispatch function from the Redux store, and you may use it to dispatch actions as needed. Okay, so we have open. Okay, so login, register, everything is fine. Control-Shift-I, and I'm gonna go into the Redux. And as you can see, we have right now we have the user. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we are gonna close this one, and we are gonna go into the register. So we are into the register, into the front end. Okay, we have the constructor from the form data. Okay, let's close. Let's just put it like here. So now what we are gonna be doing is we're gonna initialize the navigate and also the dispatch. So we'll be use navigate and use dispatch, so we initialize it and so we can use it. Okay, so navigate, let me see, I have it right here. Okay, so yeah, navigate, and we set it to use navigate, so we initialize it. Then we're gonna have in the variable dispatch, we initialize it to the use dispatch as well. That's fine. So we have that, and now we're gonna the structure. I mean, we're gonna go from the cons here, and we're gonna open curly braces. I'm gonna close it right here. Deconstructor. So we're gonna deconstructor, and we're gonna deconstruction from the use selectors. Let me see. Yeah, from this one, from the use selector. Okay, so from the use selector, and this use selector is gonna have an error function. So here in this parentheses, we're gonna have the state, and to the right side of the arrow, we're gonna have the state that, and the piece of the state that we want. In this case, the only state that we have is the auth state. Okay, so we're gonna have use selector, yeah, like that, and we're gonna pick the state that auth. Okay, authentication, and here we're gonna deconstruct the user. Let me see, the user, we're gonna be deconstructor is loading, like that. Also is error, let me see, is success, and finally the message. Okay, so, and if you don't know where these variables come, you can go into the features, you go to the auth slice, and we're gonna see in the initial state. So we have the user is error, is success, is loading, and it's not is message, just message. Okay, so we go to the register, we have user is loading, is error, is success, and message. Make sure that you're typing correctly. So we have that, and so yeah, we have that so far in the auth, and then we have on change. Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna go into the, what is that, prevent, yeah, prevent default. Let me see, prevent default, what it was right here. Okay, so we're gonna be working here in this function onSubmit, and we're gonna be working inside of the onSubmit. Okay, so we're gonna go below of the e.prevent default, and we are gonna have an if statement. So if the password is not the same as the confirm password or password 2, then we're gonna have the toast that error passwords do not match, for example. Okay, so we're gonna have if password, let me see, if password is not equal to the password 2, then we're gonna throw in the toast that error passwords do not match. That's fine. Else we're gonna have this variable user data. Okay, and we're gonna open curly braces, and we're gonna have in the name, the email, and the password. Okay, so we are gonna have that. So if the passwords do not match, then we throw the errors. Okay, else. So what it means, if the passwords do match, if they do match indeed, then we're gonna have in this variable user data with the name, the email, and the password. Okay, so we can go below, and that is the reason that we're using the dispatch here, since we initialize the dispatch hook. Okay, so dispatch, and we are dispatching the register, okay, with the user data, like that. And yeah, let me see, so everything is fine. We need to close that. Yeah, when you're using the autopilot of the Visual Studio Code, make sure that you keep up with your closing curly braces, parentheses, all those stuffs. Let me see, everything is fine so far here. Okay, so this is the return, and okay, this curly braces from this function onSubmit, and this inner curly braces from the else statement. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You can move into the next sentence maybe. Okay, so we have that, and now we can go into the, this is what it was. Yeah, we have this structure from here, and we're gonna go below, and we're gonna be using the UseEffect now. So we're gonna have the UseEffect, we're gonna have an arrow function, so we open parentheses and then the arrow function and then curly brace. Okay, so we have that, and then we're gonna have an if statement. So if is error, then we're gonna throw a message. So if is error, we're gonna toast that error, and we're gonna have a message like that. If is error, then toast that error, that message. Okay, that's fine. Let me see. Yeah, we need to go right here, and I'm gonna go right here and close this one. So this curly brace goes here, and this curly brace goes right here, because we're gonna have another if statement. So if is success, or if there is a user, then we're gonna navigate, but we're gonna navigate to the slash, so to the localhost 3000 in this case. So let me see, we just navigate straight to the slash, to like that. So right now, for example, is localhost 3000 slash register. Let me see what happened here. Okay, so yeah, we navigated to the slash, so we're gonna fix it in a minute. Okay, so that's fine. Let me put it. Okay, this one is closing here, this one closes here, and this one closes there. Okay, that's fine. So now we're gonna dispatch, and we're gonna dispatch the reset. Okay, so let me see. Let me see. So we have the UseEffect. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we have the UseEffect right here. So we have this open parenthesis, we need to close it. Okay, but again, we dispatch the reset, and the reset is this one. So if you go to the auth slice, this is okay. So the reset, so pretty much all the state that is error, a success, is loading, we set it to false. Okay, so that's the reason we are resetting it. And here, let me see. Yeah, we can go right here, and let's close this one, the open parentheses. Okay, so we can close the open parentheses. Let me see if that fixes. Okay, so we are in the register. So this is a slash register, and this one is just a slash, so localhost 3000. So here what we are going to be using is an array. So we're going to have in the user the error, the success, the message, the navigate, and the dispatch. Okay, so let's save it. Okay, so we have user, error, success, message, navigate is loading. So we are not gonna, we can just leave it like that one. And let me see. So yeah, everything is fine so far. Yeah, let me try it out. So everything is fine here, and courses, login, and register. So let's register something. Let's see, I don't know. So we can register user. So a moment ago I was watching, I don't know, Marvel, so we can put in, I don't know, Thor, and here we're gonna put in Thor.gmail.com. okay, something like that, and then the password 1234, and then confirm the password 1234. Yeah, 56. 56, just to make it a little longer. So let's submit and include, okay, Thor at gmail.com, and let's submit it. And yeah, that's fine. So we have reset pending, and as you can see, fulfill. Okay, so this is what you want to, let me put it, maybe just leave it like that. So as you can see, this is the states that are working from the auth slice. So we have the, when is success is going to be true, when is error is going to be false. I mean, when is when it's rejected, in the state that this error is going to be true. In this case, it has been fulfilled. Okay, so if we go into the auth state now,